He just keeps getting better. Quinten Post, starting this year as basically a guy that maybe would get a few minutes on the team. Fast forward, now he was in the starting lineup for a Golden State Warriors team that needed to win a game, and now is a key cog in their rotation, even with Jimmy Butler coming back into the lineup. In today's video, we're going to review just what he's improved and how he contributed to the Warriors finally getting up 3-1 versus the Houston Rockets. So let's roll the tape. In this first clip right here, Quinten Post is just going to show you what he's shown you all year. If you're Steven Adams and you make a mistake, if you decide that you're not going to come out to the three-point line, you're going to pay. And so right here, he's just going to go right up after this pass, shoot the ball, and Pod's already walking back like, hey, he's made it. He already made it back. He's already made this shot. And that just shows you the confidence that this team has in Quinten Post early in this game. And I think his nerves have really become a lot better throughout these couple of games as he's playing more and more playoff games. Right here, once again, Steph Curry taking a very contested shot. He struggled this game, but obviously our big man Pods, our little big man, our guy who always is looking for the rebound, gets the ball, and now we're going to have Quinten Post. Now, he used to take this shot as soon as he got the ball and he felt like somebody smaller was on him. He's going to take the shot, but he realizes this man, Steph Curry, everyone's pointing to him. Get the ball to him if you can. But Quinten Post instead realizes Dillon Brooks is screaming right back. So he's actually going to dribble, and this is really evolution in his game, I think, where he's able to dribble easily and get around somebody like Fred VanVleet, which is crazy because he has very quick feet. And he's able to get around and give a nice kick pass towards Buddy Hield, who has nobody on him right now, and is able to get the Warriors in good position with Buddy Hield making that three. And that type of floor general dominance is going to be key for the Warriors and key for Quinten Post if he's going to stay on the floor longer. Right here, once again, you see him drive into the paint and use his dribbling moves. And I think that's important because he's going to need to do this to stay on the court for longer amounts of time. Right here, he goes into the middle of this zone right here, and breaking the middle of the zone might be key, especially in the next game. And he's usually been very quick to just, as soon as he gets the ball, just go up with it and try and shoot. And Dillon Brooks knows this, so he's going to try to contest by going straight up. And so Post does a nice job of pump faking, getting Dillon Brooks in the air, and then shooting over him with his huge outstretched hand and getting the basket. And I think that type of patience is going to be key for him as these games continue. Right here, he's playing with another big, Trace Jackson-Davis, one of our other favorite dudes. And he's guarded by Alperen Şengün out on the perimeter. Now, what is he going to do? Once again, starts dribbling the ball. And I think that's really important. He needs to have a tighter dribble, but the ability to dribble the ball and force bigs to come all the way out to the three-point line means that there's a lot of space to go into. And he's able to get right around Şengün, and he almost posterizes Steven Adams. I almost yelled at my TV when I saw this. And that ability to dribble around other big men is going to be key. He obviously gets fouled on this play, but that ability is really going to change his game and I think really offer the Warriors a different threat against other big men. Right here, Jimmy Butler has the ball. Quinten Post once again going to hang out around the three-point line like one does. And you see right here, they're communicating right here. Tari Eason go on Quinten Post, and Steven Adams will get the corner. You see how much respect they're paying to Quinten Post by putting Tari Eason on him, and obviously they don't believe in Moody as much as a shooter, and so Steph Curry's going to dribble around, gets the shot up, but Quinten Post knows his job, tenacious for the rebound. If we covered it in the last video about Quinten Post, his role this series is really to get rebounds, box out, and Quinten Post goes up into the paint as they basically, Steven Adams yells at Jalen Green, hey, you're supposed to box him out, but obviously Jalen Green isn't listening because he's on the bench a lot, so he doesn't really pay attention. Right here, though, I want to really address something that I think Quinten Post does a little bit poorly at sometimes. He needs to improve a lot guarding Şengün. The Warriors got absolutely obliterated by Şengün, and I think he struggles a lot fouling, personally, and I think that's one area where he can definitely improve on. As he goes up, as Şengün goes up, he definitely makes a mistake there in terms of trying to defend. Staying straight up, being strong, I think is the way that he's going to guard Şengün. but it's not a favorable matchup for him, and it's going to be something tough for him. But here's another positive I think about Quinten Post. His ability to just take those screens around Steph Curry and eat up space, obviously, is something we all love to see. So with that in mind, knowing that Quinten Post has a couple of things to work on that I'm going to look for in next game, I hope you guys like this content, and please feel free to like and subscribe, and we're so close to 2,000 subscribers. Hopefully you'll be one of them. Thank you guys for watching.